So, girls, we will continue our lesson theory of evolution by natural selection. So, I told you that scientists, we spoke about so many scientists yesterday, and we told how they were searching to know about different kind of species and what are the changes, what is the meaning of evolution. I told you like with time how they change and what all do they observe to know those changes. That is evolution. The change is revolution, and evolution is to know the changes. So there were four things through which they selected or to explore more about theory of evolution. That was by natural selection: overproduction, genetic variation, selection, and adaptation. I've shown you this yesterday also, but we'll again watch this. See?
Overproduction refers to the concept that many organisms produce more offspring.
I gave you an example of the fishes what I have at home. They gave at once like 14 to 20 fishes, but not all will survive because there is more competition. Here at home, I can give more of the food, or you can provide them with best things. But normally in the beaches, or normally where they have to stand alone and search for their food, it's not that easy for the baby fish to search for the food or to fight with the competitor. So they finally die.
Overproduction refers to the concept that many organisms produce more offspring than the environment can support. Competition for limited resources means that not all of these offspring will survive.
Next, we have genetic variation.
Genetic variation refers to the concept that different inherited traits exist within a single population. Another source of genetic variation in a population is genetic mutation, or change in genetic material. Because of genetic variation, most species of organisms have differences among individuals.
Like, see, we have different colors of breeds coming out with giving a new color. We have studied in our last module about what was that word, girls, when we studied about blue and yellow fish? What was that? Codominance. You remember? Incomplete dominance and complete dominance. You remember those words? Where we studied how these different breeds combine and how do we get a new organism with new different color or half and half colors.
Selection refers to the concept that certain individuals within a population are more likely to survive and reproduce. Adaptation refers to the concept that the specific genetic traits that help an individual survive and reproduce in an environment are passed along from generation to generation. As a result, that particular trait will become more common within the population. Some adaptations allow organisms to survive in specific environments. Fish are adapted to water because they have gills. Bird adaptations include hollow bones, which are light enough for flight. You have learned a lot about natural selection. Match the word with the phrase that best describes it.
Okay, girls. So now you have learned about overproduction, adaptation, selection. So please read this and try to match them. Producing more offspring than they survive. Just now I told you the fish example. What is it? Producing more. Is it selection? Is it variation? Is it overproduction or adaptation? What is it?
It's a variation.
Variation? I don't think so.
No, it's not.
Word overproduction tell us that. Yeah, overproduction means yes, producing more offspring than they survive. That is overproduction. Next, a random change in the DNA of a gene. It is a simple random change in a DNA of a gene.
Adaptation?
Okay. Let us read more, then you will know that that is not adaptation. A feature that allows an organism to survive.
It's mutation.
sorry. Here. A feature that allows an organism to survive. The survival. Let us
It
read
means
more.
it's a survival and reproduction of adapted organisms.
This is what?
Selection.
The
Selection.
survival and reproduction of adaptive organism. The difference in taste. The difference in the taste. The word differences means variation.
Variation.
This is variation. Now,
And a random
survive,
change.
is it?
Adaptation.
Very good, very good. And this is beautiful.
And motion.
Good job.
and rotation.
You matched each word with its definition. Each of these processes plays a role in natural selection. Evolution is the process by which populations change over time. Click the images to learn more.
So what is evolution? That it change over time. The population, how it change over time, that is the evolution, girls. What is the change over certain years? Maybe like in 10 years, these were the changes in this kind of species. These were the changes in zebras. These were the changes. These all are evolution.
Species are groups of similar organisms that can reproduce to make healthy and fertile offspring.
Beautiful. The bird is so beautiful.
Yeah.
A population consists of all of the individuals of a species that live together.
Girls, did I explain you about population, community? Do you know about this? That group of...
Yeah, that's a group of people that live in the same
area. If they are same area,
area.
I told you it's population. If they are different species living in the area, that is a community. So population, different populations make a community. What I've explained you, and many communities make with the non-living, it makes the ecology. Okay, let us continue here. A population consists of all individuals or species that live together.
Many people mistakenly think evolution applies to a single animal, but this view is incorrect. Evolution applies to an entire population or group of individuals of that species.
They say about that species. See, these all are different species. These all are same bird, but they are different species.
Part of understanding evolution is understanding how populations adapt to a particular environment. Scientists can study two or more different populations of the same species to determine how each population has adapted to the environment in which it lives.
Okay, good. I think